I thought if they made an in-season change, it would probably be McDaniel, especially now you've essentially got, 3-4 extra days, for a interim head coach to come in and get ready for the Buffalo game. It's got to be the weirdest vibe around that facility where you're in the mid. What are they, 2-7?
2-7.
2-7.
Yes.
2-7. You're in the midst of just a brutally awful season. You just got embarrassed on national TV. Your losses this year, the majority of them have been embarrassing losses.
Mm-hmm.
And now the general manager is gone. The trade deadline's coming up. You've got to assume Mike McDaniel has to feel or appear as dead man walking. Like, it has to be one of the strangest vibes that a team could ever go through. This is a season unlike most professional athletes probably will ever experience.
I'll tell you, the young dudes like Kenneth Grant and all them, they don't know what the hell. Like they can't see the tea leaves. They don't know McDaniel's getting fired. Like this is the NFL. It's crazy. This NFL stuff's nuts, man. These people are crazy because a lot of them were successful in college and high school and all. The old guys know. The old guys are walking around uncomfortable because they're like, yeah, and some of them been through it already. Yeah, these boys, it's gonna be about 8 of y'all here next year if y'all don't see this on the wall. The funny thing, though, with getting rid of Chris Grier, and you're right, and we've been through it, these draft picks and the first round with Austin Jackson, Tua, Noah Igbenogany, like we've been through the names. Tyler Warren, you bring up OG, Mason Taylor, too, who's playing well for the Jets, Jason Taylor's son. You can bring up we could have had Andre Johnson at one point. I remember that conversation when I first got on radio. There is zero immediate impact on firing a GM. There's no practice change. There's no schedule change. There's no offensive play call change. We're going to watch this same exact team, and the general manager's little nameplate is out of his door. I don't think you're going to see a change in this team because I do not remember seeing Rick Schmidt and Jeff Ireland and those guys. I didn't see them during the season. You'll see them once in the locker room after games. They have no immediate impact on what goes on the field or at practice.
But there is nothing you can do to this roster right now that brings about immediate change. Crowder. It's not like the team is 3
years away.
It's not like the team is 3-6 and like last season they were 2-6, but you're getting your starting quarterback back. Maybe you fire a coach, and that kind of brings about a new intensity and new aggression. There's nothing you can do to this roster at this point that
this is a statement. Anything. This is a statement fire. By the way, speaking of statements, here's the actual statement from Stephen Ross today. This morning, I made the decision, along with general manager Chris Grier, to mutually part ways. I have incredible respect for Chris and his family, and I want to thank him for his many contributions to the Miami Dolphins over the past 26 years. As I assessed the state of the team and in my discussions with Chris, it became clear to both of us that change could not wait. We must improve in 2025, 2026, and beyond, and it needs to start right now. Champ Kelly will serve as interim general manager effective immediately, and we will begin our search process for a new general manager. I want to thank Champ for stepping up and his commitment to the Dolphins' success this season. There is a lot of football left to play, and we all need to fight even harder. I have always been and remain committed to building a winning team that consistently competes for championships. I am incredibly proud of our leadership as an NFL organization and our continued commitment to the community, but our performance on the field and our team building process have not been good enough. There are no excuses. I want to thank the fans for their continued support and passion for this team. You deserve a championship caliber team that you can be proud of. There's much work ahead to return the Dolphins to sustained success, and that work begins now, finishing the season strong, evaluating all areas of our football operation, and moving forward with a clear vision of the future.
Beautifully written. Now we got to see the new moves. We got to see who that guy is. If it's Champ, if it's not. But I might not have worded it right. The fans that are thinking this is going to change anything, it just doesn't move needles for this season moving forward. That's what I'm saying. To answer your question, Lonnie, you said, what change can you make? Let Frank Smith call the damn offense. Like, what difference is it going to make? What difference is it going to do? Like, change something on the field. That's what I'm getting after. Do something on the field. Change practice. Let somebody write the schedule. Let somebody do some damn walkthroughs so Tanner Conner knows what's going on. Just something to change what I've been seeing for the last couple of weeks.
You mentioned Tanner Conner.
Huck, I can't remember the last time I've heard a quarterback yell somebody's name that many times pre-snap. Tanner, no, Tanner, here.
He either turned down a Crowder Powder endorsement or
the pivot
interview.
Like something. If this guy has something against Tanner
Crowder, no joke, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, Frank Smith is calling the plays. So what? I don't see how that helps. I don't think the team has quit on Mike McDaniel. I'm not happy with Mike McDaniel, but I still don't think it's gotten to the point where the team has vividly, I don't know if you guys feel differently, but they've quit on Mike McDaniel. I don't think they've gotten to that point.
No, but don't you think that, like, if we're talking, because he's hung up on Tanner Conner, I am hung up on a goal line fade to 5'9" Devon Achane against 6'4" Kyle Hamilton.
But that wasn't the call, man.
You think that was Tua?
That was Tua Tagovailoa 100%. I heard Mike McDaniel's post-game comments on that play.
Because they showed McDaniel after that play, and he looked I thought he looked pissed at the way that the play played out.
Perplexed.
But maybe he was perplexed that was what Tua did.
I heard his comments after the game, and he didn't say that, but he was like, we're extremely confident in that situation, and that's clearly...
It is a ridiculous conversation to have with you wearing that mask.
But
I mean, Crowder, in my opinion, going back to what you said, this is the message. Hey, roster, young guys, you want to be here next year? We just fired our general manager who picked you. So you want to be here next year? You want to be on an NFL roster? Some of you next season, lock the F in, because now you have a 9-week or 8-week tryout for another person that's making decisions. I think this had to be the move. I'm fine if they fire McDaniel too. I wouldn't be surprised if after Madrid, if it gets worse and worse, you lose the next two to Buffalo and then to Washington, you have a bye week in between. I wouldn't be surprised if that move is eventually made, despite reports that they're going to let him ride it out to the end of the season. But Crowder, this has to be the move. Hey, guys on the roster, the guy who selected you did not do a good job. You're not executing. You have 9 weeks to prove to me you belong on my team moving forward.
Yeah, no friends left. This is a performance-based business like it should be. The preparation, I don't know, to your point, son, I don't know if Frank Smith is much better than Mike McDaniel, but the preparation for Tua, whoever didn't, it's double on Hawks play. Double problem with me. The guy that run the wrong route, why the hell did he not know what route to run? And then why did Tua's panic go to throw a fade to Devon Achane, who's 5'9"? Like, why isn't there another option in this play structure that Tua's not going to say, oh, he's not open, Devon Achane fade? Like, just big, just
or any other quarterback. I'm just going to do it with my feet. Any other quarterback. This isn't going the way I planned. I'm going to do it with my legs.
They already said, we've heard a lot of people say they do not encourage him to take off at all. Oh. That's why the over-unders are 2.5 and things.
That's okay. Well, encourage him to throw more intentional groundings. And it looked like no one had taken the field yet.
What is he doing?
That one is infuriating. If you haven't watched that one on social media, Tua and the intentional grounding, and how much space is there to his left, and like, I don't know what made him decide my best shot here is to just launch the ball into the ground. It was really staggering to watch.
The right side of the line does collapse. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's pass rushers getting him.
But you look to the left, there's no one, there's nothing but green.
Not only that, a quarterback rolls out to his left and he can just chuck the ball into the stands, and it's not intentional.
Speaking about chucking the ball, how about the Hail Mary at the end of the first half when he took a sack? What was that?
I heard people saying that, and who was calling the game? Who was on the TV?
Herb
Whoever
Street
was.
and Al Michaels.
Herb Street. He said it like he kind of joked about it, but he was like, "You think Tua might not have thought he could make it that far?"
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
It was 50 or Hawk. You could throw 47 yards.
But who cares if you couldn't make it that far? Launch it to the 5. Maybe you'll get a PI. Maybe anything but taking a sack.
Well, can I present to you what I wrote down yesterday? Because it dawned on me watching that. If that's what the play is going to end up being.
Only if you wrote it down as lyrics.
If that's what the play is going to end up being. Because Tua knows he can't make that throw. Why not in that instance? Crowder, stick with me here.
Hook and lateral.
Bring in Zach Wilson. Bring in your backup quarterback for that, just for that play. 1 second left on the clock. Bring in the guy who can make that throw, just for that one play.
Or bring in Jacoby Brissett and run it up the middle.
Why not? Why not bring in the backup quarterback for that one play? In basketball, you have guys when you're up 1 and the other team has the ball with 0.6 seconds left. All they can do is tip it in. And you've got Vlad Golden, Michael Doliak, Jamal McGlure, who don't get on the court, but they have size and length. You bring them in for 0.6 seconds to defend the rim. That's all they do. Why not bring in the quarterback who can make the throw 50 yards to the end zone you don't just take a sack there? What's the point?
I understand your thought process. I don't even have a problem with bringing in Jacoby Brissett to run quarterback sneaks because he weighs 30 pounds more than Tua, and he's big, he's long. He has a better chance of getting those 26 inches, whatever it is. I'm going to take out my $250 million quarterback on 50-yard passes or more.
Right.
That's because crazy. He can't make the throw.
Well, then he shouldn't be your $250 million quarterback. But you can't acknowledge that on national TV. If it was a 70-yard pass, it's one thing. You're at midfield.
But Hawk, what are they hiding? What are they hiding? Everybody knows. Even Al Michaels, who doesn't know what's going on, knows that Tua can't make that throw.
If you didn't know, you found out after he crumpled to the ground taking a sack.
I mean, what are we hiding him for?
He had plenty of time to launch a ball.
$250 million you commit to this guy, and we're still worried about how the optics look and the feelings. He can't make that throw. The Dolphins, 14-6 is the score. You have a chance to at least get lucky with a Hail Mary. He can't make the throw.
Get lucky with a PI and then kick a field goal.
You have somebody on the sideline who can make the throw. Bring him in for that one play. That's all I'm saying. Why not?
You ask, why is he still here? Because of last week. 4 touchdowns, 123 quarterback rating. And y'all know Tua's going to have some of those games this year, right? One of these next 3 games, he's going to go out there and have those 3 touchdowns. Yeah, 270, 3 touchdowns. He's going to have one of those games, and he's going to have one of these games. That's what Tua's going to do.
Ross is so pissed.
Sure.
Man.
I mean, you watched last night. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Again, by the way. Again, let's do real quick headlines because Chris Perkins from the Sun-Sentinel is going to join us, and he covers the Dolphins on a daily basis. So I'm interested to hear what he says. So very quick look at the headlines brought to you by Darrell Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Darrell Hyundai or DarrellHyundai.com.
So the Dolphins interim GM is Champ Kelly, who we learned was the assistant GM for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's been part of the NFL going back almost 20 years now, or exactly.
Somebody tweeted at me and said, Hawk, Champ Kelly was with the Bears when they drafted Trubisky and Fields. Don't allow him any trade power. Well, I don't have a say in the matter.
Text in who you want us to bring in at GM. All your big, your big acquisitions we could bring in. It's hard as hell to find a good GM.
Yeah, and you can't do anything during the season, even though Stephen Ross and his yachts, he'll find a way to meet with anybody. But you can't do anything. Literally,
we got to hire a move. We got to hire a mover and shaker that's down with getting a little dirty. That's what we need.
Louis Riddick.
You saw he tweeted the eye emojis.
Yeah, Louis Riddick. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
Been reading the
tampering, not tampering. What is that? Let's be honest about it.
You've been reading the YouTube comments, I see, because there's a Louis Riddick fandom that is.
Oh, there it is. Robert Higgins says Louis Riddick.
Yeah. They want Louis Riddick as GM and what's his name to be the head coach. The dude that was fired from Tampa for racist emails.
John Gruden.
John Gruden.
All right.
There you go. Fix the Dolphins.
Chucky will bring some nasty to this team. He's going to cut about half the guys, though.
Stop it. Well, I'm seeing here Colin Cowherd wants Lane Kiffin. Go get Lane Kiffin. That's what the Dolphins should do, according to Colin Cowherd.
I wouldn't mind that. That'd be fun, at least.
It'd be fun. It reminds me so much of Cliff Kingsbury, though.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Lane Kiffin had a run in the NFL. Wasn't it for the Raiders?
It might have been for the Raiders.
It was for the Raiders.
You know what? I think I'm the only one that's going to say this. Maybe I'll die on this hill, but I wouldn't mind Cliff Kingsbury. Went really bad for him in Arizona. I get that. But goes to Washington, turns Jaden Daniels in his rookie season into a Pro Bowl quarterback, goes to the NFC Championship game. I mean, isn't that what you do? You fail as a head coach, you go become a coordinator, you get another opportunity if it goes well for you as an OC. I wouldn't mind Cliff Kingsbury.
I have no problem with Cliff. I'm just think when you said that name, he had what's Itsy Bitsy Spider in Arizona? The quarterback.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray?
He had Kyler Murray, who's very athletic. Then he went and got another very athletic Jaden Daniels. What kind of offense is Cliff going to run with Tua in the pocket? He can't move.
Hear me out. Bill Parcells.
He was lazy 10 years ago, Hawk. What is he going to do now?
Brian Flores would be so funny. It really would be hilarious if Brian Flores was brought back to be the head coach.
I think it would be really funny if Brian Flores, when he finds out it's John Gruden who sends racist emails. I want a camera on Brian Flores when he hears the announcement of John Gruden.
By the way, so much for this entire conspiracy theory that Ross would never fire Grier because Grier's got skeletons in the closet.
That was the dumbest thing people would go, oh, he would never fire Chris Grier until the Flores lawsuit is over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's going.
Dolphins Twitter told me he'll never fire Chris Grier. It's not going to happen. Trust me. I know. Okay.
Good Bill Cowher. Dave Wanstedt.
Hey.
Huh?
Man. Ollie Gore's going to be so tired.
Adam Gase.
No, hell no. No.
Cam Cameron.
I will punch you in the head. He might. The Dolphin thing ruined his football life. I don't think he coaches anymore.
Al Golden.
He's had a good run as OC.
Mario Cristobal.
I like him at UM.
All right.
Cristobal, and then he drafts Carson Beck. Boom.
No, Reuben Bain.
Boom.
Turn him into a quarterback.
That's the best quarterback.
Headlines because I want to have enough time with Perk.